frustrated hoping that people will listen? Have you ever had to convince someone to do something? Well, when someone makes a request, the brain goes into why? What's in it for me? There is an art to the power of persuasion, and it is a powerful skill to possess professionally and personally. Matsuno Diliweo said, "The real power of a leader is in the minds they can reach, the hearts they can touch, the souls that he can move, and the lives he can change." Pretty powerful quote. Thinking of the minds, the number of minds you can reach with the power of persuasion, the hearts that can be touched emotionally, the souls that can be moved into inspiration, and the lives that can change is outstanding. There's a ripple effect. So when you think of the secrets of persuasion, in order to become a more persuasive person, it really comes down to some essential qualities. And it has to do with being a powerful connector. Now, being a powerful connector is really important part of persuasion. So let's talk about what that involves. It often means taking a genuine interest. You see, a connector knows their audience. They also are an active listener. They are fully present. When I think of connectors in my life, I think of one of my cousins who was at a wedding. And when I watched her converse with people around the room, she made them feel like they were the most important person in the room. She was fully present, engaged, leaning in, asking powerful questions, and really wanting to know what was important to them. Now that is truly a skill set because we're often distracted. We see bright shining objects like, and we're looking around, and maintaining that eye contact and acknowledging that person in front of you is so important. To put full gaze and asking questions, being engaged and genuinely interested in the conversation. A persuasive person also knows how to read the room as well as manage their own emotions. They are at the pulse of everything going on. They know who might be out of sorts in a day, and they also know who might need a pep talk, and they also know who is doing really well and how they can leverage that energy. The management of emotions has a lot to do with one's emotional intelligence. And as you become more skilled at paying attention to your own emotions, what things trigger you, and what you decide to react or respond to, then you are going to be able to help those around you as well. Persuasive people know how to make a good impression. They like to show up as their best. They know that it's important to smile because that first impression is the lasting impression. And they want to leave a positive mark on your mindset. Now, persuasive people, they're curious by nature. They know that they don't need to know all the answers. They do not want to come across as a know-it-all. So they have learned to ask powerful, inquisitive, and insightful questions to allow the other person to really engage and put the spotlight on them. Now, one of the things I love about persuasive people is that they're often great storytellers. They know how to breathe life into an ordinary story and make it extraordinary. They use the power of repetition to drive home points, but also that repetitive nature makes things more familiar to us. And they target their audience who they know, and they have built a rapport, like, and trust factor with them as well as they share the stories. These stories are often full of metaphors, or they have created a powerful visual image in which that person can see themselves in and living into. Now, here's the thing. Persuasive people are not afraid to be bold, and they speak with conviction and confidence. You see, it has been said that when someone is confident in the way they speak, they often are more believable than someone spouting off stats of their expertise and how good they are at something. Those stats and credibility piece can go a short way, but when you're confident and speaking with conviction, it often goes a much further. And here's the thing that you need to pay attention to with a persuasive person. They use very strong, positive body language. They're not towering, cowering, and making themselves small. They're bold. They know how to have a conversation. And they drop disempowering words like, I think and I believe it can work. That's not really convincing. It's just like saying the word try. Try is one of those words that carry hesitation and doubt sitting on the fence. So if you're going to speak with conviction, I want you to think about the famous words of Yoda in Return of the Jedi. Do or do not. There is no try. So it's not I think I can. It's not I believe I can. It's a I know I can. When you speak with boldness, conviction, and confidence, you will be able to persuade many with your own belief in yourself and your own capabilities. The other thing about persuasive people, they're often inspirational in how they share their stories, how they create that image that you were a part of something bigger. And people want to be a part of that. Now, if you want to be a persuasive leader, go through this video again, take down those tips that I've shared with you, because it really comes down to making others feel really important and taking a genuine interest in them, being fully present in conversation versus speeding up and thinking, what's the next thing I need to say? And also asking those insightful questions. As I wrote in my book, Let's Be Curious, asking powerful questions is one of the most powerful techniques that you can have in your communication toolbox. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the bell, subscribe, and put a comment below so we hear the nuggets that you really have taken away from this video. Now, if you haven't listened to the Millionaire Woman Show, my podcast, I would invite you to go over to that as well. We talk about life, leadership, and business so you can live your life rich from the inside out. Now let's stay connected. Go over to my website at www.debrakasowski.com where you can get your 3-part video course for a limited time on making habits stick. Let's build some focus and consistency into your goals, your dreams, and make them a reality. As Muhammad Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world, and go out and make today great.